President, is there anything China, Canada, and Mexico can do tonight to forestall your implementation of tariffs tomorrow?
No, nothing.
He called me, but I see it very good. I think that we're going to have a very good relationship. All we want is fairness. We just want a level playing field. We don't want to take advantage. We've been having massive deficits with China. Biden allowed it to get out of hand. He's $1.1 trillion deficit. It's ridiculous.
Tensions are rising. Once again, China and the United States are on a collision course over trade. Beijing has fired back at Washington with fresh tariffs, escalating fears of another full-blown trade war. 3 days after US President Donald Trump announced 10% tariff hike on Chinese imports, Beijing has retaliated by imposing 15% tariffs on US coal and liquefied natural gas, a direct response to Washington's latest move. But that's not all. Beijing is also slapping 10% duties on US crude oil, agricultural machinery, and large vehicles. The message? Well, the retaliation for what it calls a unilateral tariff hike, one that it says violates WTO rules and disrupts global trade. This move comes just hours after Donald Trump announced sweeping tariffs on major trading partners including Canada, Mexico, and China. However, Trump later paused tariffs on North American neighbors in exchange for border security concessions. China wasn't given a pass. And history tells us what happens when these two giants lock horns. During his first term, Trump waged a 2-year tariff battle with China, targeting hundreds of billions of dollars worth of goods. The fight ended with a fragile truce in 2020 in which Beijing agreed to increase purchases of US goods by $200 billion. But that deal fell apart, derailed by the COVID pandemic and a widening trade deficit that hit $361 billion last year. Now Trump is once again using tariffs as leverage, this time tying them to China's role in fentanyl crisis. In the executive order passed on February 1st, the Trump administration stated that President Trump is taking bold action to hold Mexico, Canada, and China accountable to their promises of halting illegal immigration, stopping poisonous fentanyl, and other drugs from flowing into the country. China, however, is pushing back. It insists that fentanyl is America's problem and has vowed to challenge the new tariffs at the World Trade Organization. While Beijing has left the door open for dialogue, it is also prepared to take other countermeasures if necessary. With Trump in his second term and the US-China rivalry deepening, the question remains, are we heading towards another trade war? And if so, who will blink first? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.